Hello babes, welcome to a special soft rebooted knockoff beatdown with a silly macho subtitle. Yes indeed, it's Ruination. You know, like Resurrection or Revelations or Takes Manhattan. Anyway, you join me mid-move for a themed episode that's born as much as anything out of the desire to get rid of some gear. So everyone loves a bit of Bruticus, right? I mean, he's everyone's favourite. Like, he's a total military hard-ass. He's not as famous as Devastator and is therefore cooler. He's had a bajillion repaints and new ones and pretend ones. He was in that one game, and weirdly the original toy still feels great after 30 years. So timeless was it, in fact, that in 2001, when it was already 15 years old, Hasbro spruced it up, renamed it Ruination, and tried it out again for Robots in Disguise, and it totally held up. And with that in mind, let's have a look at some crap ones. I mean, you can see why a set with such lasting appeal and such a variety of vehicles would be a totally hot property for knockoff peddlers. Yes indeed, today we'll be partying with a plethora of ratty Ruinations and bogus Bruticuses. Let's get this wrecking ball a-rolling. So first into the Robe Abattoir is this Whack 1 soldier set from Colour Baby. Now I found this at Auto Assembly last year and it seemed a semi-solid gift set. And look at that, Cobbot, knockoff beatdown. Baby, are you feeling this? So Whack 1, rude boy, let's get ass deep in reasons to slag off this blast-off move-all type mandem, known equally as Star Brain, Secondary Brain, and Sickpundry. Dare I say the shuttle mode seems a fairly strong challenger. Like he feels sexily solid and smooth, and other than a cheeky burr on his nose, he's sitting smug with his NASA-themed colour scheme speeding like a space brain one more time tonight. But then, speedy like a space brain one more time tonight. Oh. Already. So the robot mode's basically totally fine, save for one gregariously gammy shoulder. Seriously, that's coming off before it's coming down. Semaformers! And while that does make for mild hilarity, it also brings with it a much darker implication. Because you see, while a regular shuttle bro would normally glom on using the back-mounted combiner boner, this one's just fused in place. That ain't going anywhere. Seriously, I'm not even convinced it's a separate part. And we can't even skip to leg day with this dumbass arm blocking up head hole access. So we're just screwed, are we? We're one bot in and we already can't combine it. Move all, bitch. Get out the way. So maybe we'll fare a little better with the Chopper Man. This is Armament, or Aviation Brain, or Land Brain, and he's disappointingly competent. I mean, we're pretty much in rude health. Works well, colours look good, we're in great shape, which is cool, but it's boring. Speaking of boring, let's drink in the charisma vacuum that is Onshore Brain, or Armoire Brain, Armoire Brain, or Copter. Anyway, he's a weirdly muted roll bar alike that I can't even look at for too long without my eyes getting bored. I mean, the real roll bar, at least has some natty orange on the go, but this guy's just boring brown on green like a seriously dull swindle. Also, his gun doesn't fit, and he's broken. Now, you may remember in Beatdown 2 I had a similar pair of Ruination rat bags, and I was totally convinced these were the actual same guys. Credit where it's Thew, they are marginally better. Like the plastic's slightly less see-through, and they do at least seem to have all the parts, but they're definitely still crap. Just ask Panzer. I mean, Starbrain again? I mean, Armoire Generi? Yes, indeed, this little trash tank's probably the worst one of the lot. Like, I'm sure the only reason he's not already in half is because he won't actually transform. I mean, look at this. I just need to budge him out by 1 more millimeter, but he's having none of it. Just give me something. Gun's not bad, though. Just gonna confiscate that. But a team's only as good as its leader, which is horrible news for Steel Generals here who surreptitiously doomed the whole project right out the box. Because you see, when I first opened up the box to check him out, this back leg section snapped off immediately, then his hip locked up in the most unhelpful position possible. So now, not only can he not combine thanks to a terminally plugged combiner vagina, I can't even get him properly into robot form, never mind checking out the vehicle mode. The tugging gun. Oh, Colour Baby, what a gift you've given me this day. So where are we at? Well, we've got a mega-octane with a knackered leg, a move-all with a knackered arm, a washout armor hide, a broken roll bar, and an actually semi-decent rotor that seriously needs to have a stern word with his agent. So what, dear viewer, are we to do? Are we ever to meet the legendary Steel Hetman? Give me a minute. Are you kidding me right now? The hat doesn't even fit. Oh no. There's just bits falling off this thing. This is great. Oh my god, are you kidding me right now? What is this? What's going on? The heads are too big to go in the thing. This is the best day of my life. Oh wow, okay. Those are solid. Nothing's going in there. What do you want me to do? Ah, okay, progress. Well, that's all you're getting. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Full disclosure, I hadn't tried combining them. I was going to do it on the night. It's gotten much worse than I anticipated. Oh god. This is unacceptable. This may actually be the literal worst thing I've ever seen. Rollbar broke even more while I was doing it. His windscreen's come off and cracked in half. I can forgive a bad combined mode, if you at least let me get there. This is astonishing. I'm blown away. Okay. More like Ruination. Hey! Okay, let's bring things down a little now with a set that's almost identical, but it's little. Yes, indeed, this is a Bruticus medium PVC from Offset Toys, and I guess he's about 3/4 regular size. Quality on these lads is utterly pitiful, all sparse paint apps and rubbery, icky material. But they score mad novelty points right off the bat just for being so bloody small. Anyway, say hi to mega-octanesley Harriet. He's gone for the wall of orange look with the weird mossy extremities. No shoulder rotation, but he's generally sweet enough, and he's off to a flyer just for having a fully functional transformation. And I'll even forgive the useless bloody wheels, some of which are moulded right on there and the rest are screwed on so tight they might as well be moulded right on there. Sadly though, Jason Voorhees here just burns right up on re-entry. I mean, he's just a straight up pain in the arse. And it's a shame because I'm kind of feeling the red shuttle vibe. Like, he does at least have the vital joiny joint, but he just comes to bits. Tail fin comes off, the wings come off, the hands are just a joke, and like, hey. On-camera breakage. This is going great. Next up then, Armour Heidi Klum brings the Brawl Ache with a sort of sweet little tanker bell that'd be cute if it wasn't shite. Like, it's horribly clear in some spots that the plastic's just a clump of oily garbage, and he's thoughtfully brought most of the sprue with him there. No Robo on the go though, as his legs can't quite stretch to it, but at least we're on track for the baby Bruty. Little Roll Barnold here manages to dial back the direness by virtue of simply not being total trash. And look, you get his little gun! It's a baby Swindle! That's cute, right? But like, it is only Swindle. There's almost nothing that can go wrong with Swindle. What, do you want a cookie? Okay, let's get you a cookie. But sadly, we're once again scuppered at the final hurdle thanks to Rotormund, who is also looking sharp in his bright red Jimmy Jams. But colours aside, this is some next level no hoping. Like, the arms just disintegrate on sight, showing up these horrible epoxy blobs. And, yeah, that Combona's going nowhere. Let's give it a go anyway. Oh, so close. But we've failed, haven't we? It's a shame because it's so tantalisingly almost there, and it's got legs and it looks so jovial and sprightly in these orange ice lolly summertime extremities. But you know what, Ainsley? Who needs him, yeah? You're strong, you matter, you're cute. You can come with me and live at the new place and stand there in your Bruticus armour and the hat like a 5-year-old cosplayer. Baby Rollbar can come too. The rest of y'all, bye Felicia. So we're 2 sets in and still no better off for a full knockoff Bruticus. You know, there's only so much disappointment a man can take all at once, so let's cool off for a bit with a flawsome foursome of janky tank friends. Thanks for nothing! Yes, indeed, let's bring it all the way back to the Energon era with this purple shitty blight, or shite, that Frederick found us at last year's auto assembly. This thing's got it all, baby. Flimsy joints, compromised posing, and just the worst plastic. Seriously, it's kind of unnerving for a bot this tall to weigh so little. Weirdly though, I do kind of enjoy this thing as a sort of one-man multiple homage. Like, the static hollow treads give him a kind of Thunderblast vibe. I'm definitely getting anime Astro Train colours, and it does kind of plant the seed of the idea of a full, upscaled, glorious, horrible crap Bruticus Maximus, but I know he'll only break my heart, so I must therefore break his everything. Next up the tank bank then is this weird red rage buddy I found on eBay. I've no idea what this is, but it came in a baggie with a scrap of paper that simply read Board Trooper. And I mean, look at this, it's weird actually. The plastic's great, the colours are killer, but like instead of a gun, he's got a little yellow face nestled in there. What? So I did initially have this thing pegged for some kind of awful brothel, but it turns out it's actually a mercilessly mangled mid-90s Megatron minger. But like, I can't figure out what it wants or which way around it goes. I mean, is that right? With the body all hollow and the fists reversed? Or is that right? But like, the head's floating in limbo and... Wait, is that Demolishor's face? Wait, is that the Play School GoBots logo? Who are you? How can I understand you? Do you know, I don't think I want to kill this guy. I feel like he's got enough problems. So let's shuffle swiftly onto this marvellous double huge beige brawl boy, who our Lee gave us at this year's TF Nation, and I've taken to calling him Schwarber Hide because he's chunky, he's satisfying, and I've no idea where he comes from. And you know, all things considered, he's actually shockingly solid. I mean, he's a bit wibbly here and there, but his parts all work, and he can even do all the modes, which immediately tips him over for best one so far. Yes, indeed, this is definitely the highest quality, least malformed, legitimately best knockoff I've seen all day. Shame. Now then, let's close off this sad little segment with a bit of a tasty treat. So this came to me from a fella named Jake who found it on a birthday cake. I know, right? Best birthday ever. Now I don't think this is super strictly speaking a Transformer knockoff as such, but it's totally pushing a G1 Decepticon vibe, and I'm therefore torn between calling it Deep Desert Brawl and Birthday Quake. Anyway, certainly a skinny little brawl arena with his hapless, chinless, gormless mush and his long dorky arms, but he totally slays it with the tank mode. I'm serious, man, this is some top tier tankery. Like if Blitzwing and Movie Brawl merged together into my dream husband. So to think that this charming little chunkster came into somebody's life one day, on their birthday, with cake, my god, that's just more joyous beauty than I can manage right now. And the only cure is blind, ugly violence. Oh no, he survived. Alright, this is going great. Just time for one more BRUTICRAP before I gnaw my own leg off. Now, it seems crazy at this point, following the absolute inundation of combiner wars, to think that there was once a time where there weren't enough generations combiners. For years we scraped by on Energon residue and the odd big ticket 3P combinerino, until Fall of Cybertron dropped its deeply disappointing Bruticus, and we all clamoured to suck the thin film of satisfaction from its barren teat. I mean, this was a huge letdown, and it only looks worse now we've got a much nicer official alternative. So let's put it all into perspective with a fake one that's even worse. These 5 dudes, I've decided, are the fail of Cy-Butt Wrong Crumb Butt Ich Aunts. Sorry. And what a sad bunch of dudes they are. I mean, I guess they weren't starting from the best place because the original was a great galumphing gibbon of a thing that no one really liked. And this lot have done a great job of taking that weak sauce, making it worse, and somehow missing all the fun bits of being naff. I mean, look at Onslaughterhouse 5 over here. It's just the same thing, but like a bit worse. Like, not so much worse that it's funny. Like, just enough missing parts and diluted colours to take an already weak figure, completely miss funny bad, and just make it ineptly lame. And great job on taking that lifeless truck mode and making it even more depressing. Similar thing with Charles Foster Blast-Oftenson here with his neutered posing, hopeless shoulders and bright red jeggings. What is it with red shuttles today? I mean, Blastoff was a clear highlight of the original set, but here once again it's just drained of life enough to give you vague echoes of a time you used to enjoy this kind of thing. Man, life is pain, right? More unsatisfying incompetence from all the Swindle ladies here, who manages to make the mildly adequate real guy look like a triumphant benchmark of glory. I mean, check out his half-a-job paint job, slightly wrong Deceptor symbol, and horrible melty Roger Rabbit villain eye holes. But you know, at least he's got a backwards arm. I kind of feel bad for his name is Robert Brawlson though, because I've got like this ongoing thing with Fall of Cybertron Brawl where I can never remember how it works and I hate it. So he kind of never had a chance, but like, come on mate, he's only got one hand and I can't get his head out. And look at him shamelessly trying to score cheap points with the G2 colours. Have some self-recocking spect. But the crown of crap simply must go to poor old Jason Vortex over here for what is truly a pitiful performance. He's just a floundering thicket of fused joints and gossamer thin plastic. He's fully floopy from head to toe. And check out that face! It's like distressingly bad. Like a stunted nightmare of perpetual vague terror / guilt. Vortex excrement. But for all their faults, so many faults. They can at least do a Bruticus. Combining this rabble's a real horror show. Like, you've got the weird FOC Gestalt-Alien now cast in horrible cut-price plastic, and the Super Robot mode's precisely as punishingly poor as the sum of its parts. But at least we got there. We finally have a Bruticus. And, of course, inevitably, it sucks. It sucks like something cursed. Bruticursed. So what do we got? It's wibbly, it's thin, it's discomfortingly light, most of the joints have been sacrificed. Like, this is seriously about half the weight. But even through its onslaught of crippling problems, it does at least make you kind of appreciate and value the legit figures. I mean, it really makes you respect the design challenge of creating an all-new space version of a familiar character that also has to work in its own right as a combiner. And it makes you appreciate, like, appropriate parts counts and good build quality and, like, well-thought-out color schemes. And bear in mind, this is Fall of Cybertron Bruticus I'm talking about. One of the shoddiest and most disappointing sets of the last 10 years. And to be outclassed by this mess, well, that just makes you appreciate the level of failure going on here. I mean, this thing's just so hopeless, you can't fail to be kind of impressed by it. Boy, oh boy, this thing sucks. You've let us all down there, Sonny. You've let me down, you've let the audience down, sorry, and worst of all, you've let yourself down. Just go and sit down and have a think about what you've done with your life. Just think about what you mean. Just shameful. To think you'd even dare to imagine you could live up to a real Bruticus. And the worst part is you aimed so low and you still blew it. What a joke. You're a joke, mate. You're a joke. His name is Robert Ross. 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 Well. Alright, this has been fun. Thanks for watching, Bruticuties. Big thanks to Danny, and Jake, and Lee, and Frederick, and Sir Toys. Thanks also to everyone who took part in the chant. Nice one. I'll catch you at New Thew HQ. Peace!
Be sure to subscribe for more Thew's awesome Transformers reviews. Robocentric Vocabugasm.
Well, like the West Coast running, one bad mother got a rattlesnake suitcase under my arm. Said I'm a mean machine, been drinking gasoline, and honey, you can make my motor lock.